Hello and greetings everyone. Welcome to our group project presentation for ACC 407. This time we will talk about financial accounting and reporting on a jewelry company. Let's go. Hi everyone, my name is ZAHED bin AZIZ.
Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad ZARULNIZAM bin ZAINAL ABIDEEN.
Hi, I'm QISTINA binti ABDUL HAMID.
Hi, I'm YUSOP binti Malaysia.
The business nature that we decided to choose is PESONA Jewels Enterprise. PESONA Jewels Enterprise was founded by a sole trader, Mr. Syam Musleh, on 2016. PESONA Jewels still up and running until today. PESONA Jewels business nature basically selling gold and jewelries such as 999.9 24 karat of gold and 916 which is 22 karat of gold. They provide gold at the best price and with no wages. Other than that, PESONA Jewels also offer to buy used or old gold at the highest price such as rings, necklace, bracelets, anklets, earrings, pendants, and diamond. The location of PESONA Jewels Gallery is located in Taman Pelangi, Semenyih, Selangor.
PESONA Jewels type of business is sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is business owned and run by one individual with no legal distinction between the owner and the business. The other definition of sole proprietorship based from Companies Commission of Malaysia or known as Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia, abbreviated SSM, is business wholly owned by single individual using personal name as per his or her identity card or trade name. The owner registered using trade name PESONA Jewels. This type of business is the most common and simplest legal business structure in Malaysia. It is governed by Companies Commission of Malaysia, abbreviated SSM or Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia, and Registration of Businesses Act 1956. This is popular business from due its simplicity, ease of setup, and nominal cost. Sole proprietorship is high risk, high return type of business structure where Malaysian startup business owner admire. The unique feature that this type of business structure offers include fast and easy registration, inexpensively to form the business, which means low cost to start up the business, no corporate tax payments, less formal business requirement, easy to win up, and lowest annual maintenance. However, this type of business structure also has its downside or disadvantages. Owner is personally liable towards all the debts accumulated by the business, which means owners are subject to unlimited personal liability for the debts, losses of the business. In bankruptcy occur, creditor can easily sue the owner to claim their debt. Owner cannot raise the capital by selling an interest in the business. It is also not easy to encourage the third-party investor to fund the business as there is no share option within this type of business. Only Malaysia citizenship or permanent resident is able to register this type of business.
Thank you, Zaro. Next, we will discuss about the owner's capital. PESONA Jewels is a proprietorship business that is owned by Syam Musleh. As shown in the table, the initial capital investment to create this company is 125,000 ringgit Malaysia in cash. As a result, the profit of this company will belong to the owner.
As we can see that whenever we go, people nowadays are wearing accessories such as the jewellery, and not only for women, men are also wearing the jewellery. Here I would like to share about the business activities of PESONA Jewels. PESONA Jewels is a company that provides jewellery products. It offers a very attractive and high quality jewellery such as necklaces, rings, bracelets, earrings, pendants, diamonds and more. Also, they offer the best rate, easy and safe for selling gold bars. The retail opens daily from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m.
One of the characteristic business of PESONA Jewels is registration. PESONA Jewels were registered as a business entity on 2016 through Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia (SSM) as a sole trader. PESONA Jewel is a business entity that categorized under registration of business, which is ROB. The second one is capital. Capital is quite important to entrepreneur, especially when it comes to build a company or a business. Startup capital for PESONA Jewel is mostly used to purchase stocks, building renovation, rental, and marketing budget. The third one, ownership of the business. Ownership of the business means the business trade that the owner has been set up before the company can run legally. PESONA Jewel were owned by one person and has unlimited liability on his own business or company.
Number 4. Management and control. The PESONA Jewels managed and controlled by the owner named Syam Muslim. Number 5. Liability. The unlimited liability borne by the owner. If business fails and the assets are not enough to cover the debts, the payable have rights against the owner personal properties. However, the demand of jewelry and gold nowadays always has the customer demand. Number 6. Profit or loss. Profit belongs to the owner, and any losses incurred will be borne by the owner. Number 7. Books and accounts. No legal obligation to keep the books and prepare accounts. All recordings account of the PESONA Jewels are recorded by Syam Muslim as the owner.
I would like to present about classification of business item, which is asset, liability, revenue, expenses, and capital. Asset is properties owned by a business which bring future economic benefits. In this business, non-current asset of PESONA Jewels are premises, furniture and fittings, machinery, office equipment, and motor vehicle. Meanwhile, current asset in this business are inventory, cash, and bank. This business do not have a liability. They make full use of available capital without any debt. All purchases of goods are paid in cash from the supplier. Moreover, the capital is resources contributed by the owner. In this business, the capital is 125,000 ringgit and based on gram and current gold price. Next is revenue. In this business, the revenue is sales and other income. The sales revenue is 40,000 ringgit per month, and servicing fees, which is other income, is 100 ringgit per item. First one is expenses. Expenses is money or cost that incurred in order to gain revenue. In this business, the expenses is salary, wages, maintenance service for machine, and electricity bills. I will present about recording process of the business. Firstly, accounting cycle is a collective process of identifying, analyzing, and recording the accounting event of the company or an organization. It starts with the source of document. Source of document is an original document that contains details of business transaction. The source of document in this business is only receipt. When the transaction, such as buying and selling goods and services, this business will do the transaction only with cash. From their transaction, they will receive receipt from supplier as their source of document, so that they don't have any transaction on credit, and that's why they don't have any liability in their business. Next is journal. The purpose of journal is to details of financial of a business and make a note of the account that are affected, such as debit account or credit account. After receipt, this business will record the transaction they have made in their cash book or journal daily. They record the transaction by using double entry system method. For your information, when the transaction is recorded in company's journal, is usually recorded by using double entry system method, but it can also be recorded by using single entry method of bookkeeping. Besides, this business use Microsoft Excel application to prepare journal since they don't have any accounting system. Next, we move to ledger. Ledger account, it compares all the transaction data needed to produce the income statement, balance sheet, and financial report. In this business, to prepare ledger, they will transfer data from their journal into ledger. They also prepare ledger by using Microsoft Excel. This is to record all the transaction of their business. Transaction data in their business in their general ledger is classified as asset, liability, expenses, revenue, and owner's equity. Besides, they will record this information of the end of each month. After ledger, this business will make trial balance to identify whether there is an accounting error in their ledger, and to ensure the entries in their business bookkeeping system are mathematically correct. For trial balance, they will record the carry forward amount from the ledger periodically, which is at the end of each month. Then they will record debit or credit balance in trial balance. Next, they will calculate the total of debit column and the total of credit column. Then lastly, they will check if the debit is equal to credit or not. Next is adjustment trial balance. What is adjustment trial balance? An adjusted trial balance is used to keep track of the transaction that the business or company make during the accounting cycle. To accomplish this, state your account balance and remove information regarding transaction that occurred outside of the accounting cycle. Including this modification in trial balance will provide a more accurate description of financial activities, which can then be used to prepare financial statement. And lastly is financial statement. This business next will prepare financial statements such as statement of profit and loss and statement of financial position. The general objectives of financial statement are to convey information about organization operation, financial position, and cash flow. This business prepare statement of profit and loss to identify whether their business gain profit or gain loss for each month and the prepared statement of financial position to present through information about the business, liability, asset, and equity. So that's all from me. I will pass to ESWALIZA.
Now we move to the part of strength and weakness of the recording process. Why? Because we need to identify and do some postmortem to improve the business in the future. Firstly, a good presentation in financial statement. Accounting recording process makes it easier to prepare the business financial statement. Appropriate recording process like PESONA jewels straightforward to identify the total of business transaction as well as business profit and loss statement. Secondly, when there is a clear recording process, it helps PESONA jewels to decide after knowing about the business accounting details and condition. Thirdly, the recording process allows the business comparative financial statement with the previous month's financial. Moreover, it is easier for the management to examine the systematic documentation of all financial transactions. It is difficult for us to remember every transaction of financial statement such as assets, liabilities, expenses, rental, profit and loss if there is no documented recording process. The fourth strength is appropriate process can replace the need to remember the transaction. However, not everything is perfect. Now let's discuss the weaknesses of recording process so that in the future we are able to turn it into advantages. Firstly, the accountant has the personal impact on the business economy equals. There are various methods of asset valuation, depreciation methods, profit and loss and equivalent process thus subject to prejudice or bias. Next, actual cost of fixed asset. Perhaps there is a difference between the original cost and the current cost of replacing a fixed asset due to the time outflow, a technical switch, and more. As a result, the financial position could not indicate clearness and fairness of the financial statement of the business. Lastly, insufficient information. By having the recording process, the information will not exactly precise because there may be information that are missed by the accountant. This will cause the whole recording process to be disturbed.